Sean Dyche is currently the third longest serving manager in all of the Football League and Premier League, trailing only Gareth Ainsworth and his predecessor at Turf Moor, Eddie Howe. Dyche replaced Howe in October 2012 and he guided the Clarets to promotion his first full season in Lancashire the following year. Burnley were relegated in their first season back in the Premier League, but very unusually for a club in the last decade, the Burnley board didn't dismiss their manager even when relegation was confirmed. They have reaped the rewards of standing by their man, and Sean Dyche has since repaid their faith in him in the form of an immediate return to the Premier League, European football, and 3 seasons of survival in the Premier League. It is that 2014-15 relegation season, Dyche's only relegation season, that we are interested in here though, as I continue my look back at relegated sides having already featured the likes of Aston Villa, Hull City, and Sunderland in this series. To be clear, this is the Burnley 11 that started most frequently in the Premier League, as the club finished in 19th place during the 2014-15 campaign. Here is Burnley's 2014-15 relegated 11. Where are they now? Tom Heaton, Aston Villa. Burnley have had a glut of good goalkeepers in recent years, and there has been a tightly fought contest for the Clarets' #1 shirt. Tom Pope is Sean Dyche's undisputed first choice now though, with Tom Heaton having left Turf Moor following 6 years of service in the summer. Heaton was Burnley's regular in the 2014-15 season, and he was one of only 3 players to play every minute of all 38 Premier League games for the club that season. Heaton broke into the England squad in 2016, and even at the age of 33, he still commanded an £8 million fee from Aston Villa in August. Heaton has been excellent for Villa this season, and one could make a case for him having been Dean Smith's most important summer signing. Kieran Trippier, ATLETICO Madrid. Kieran Trippier was one of the 2 other Burnley players, along with Tom Heaton, to play in every minute of every Premier League match as the club were relegated in 2014-15. Trippier had been excellent ever since signing for Burnley in 2011, winning Burnley's Player of the Year award in his debut campaign and making the Championship Team of the Season in his next 2. Their chances of keeping him following relegation were slim, and Tottenham were able to sign the right-back as competition for Kyle Walker for just £3.5 million. Following 2 seasons in and out of the Spurs side, Walker was sold, and Trippier became a regular in 2017, which was also the year in which he became an England international. Now aged 29, Trippier joined Atletico Madrid for more than £20 million in the summer, and he's made a big impression in La Liga so far. Jason Shackell, Lincoln City. A stalwart in the Championship with the likes of Norwich, Derby and Burnley for a number of years, Jason Shackell only had 2 seasons of Premier League football, one in 2004-05 and one in 2014-15, and he was relegated in both. Within our first 3 inclusions, we feature all 3 Burnley players who were ever present during the 14-15 campaign, although it would prove to be Shackell's final season at Turf Moor. He departed the following summer in a £3 million move to Derby County, which came to an end in 2018. Now aged 36, Shackell joined League 2 side Lincoln City in 2018, where he won promotion his first season and now plays in League 1. Ben Mee, Burnley. One of only 2 players still at Burnley in this 11, which shows just how long 5 years is in football these days, even for a club that don't tend to make wholesale changes year on year like Burnley. Ben Mee has been with the club since 2012. Like Kieran Trippier, he arrived from the youth ranks at Manchester City, and he has proved to be an inspired signing. Such a dependable and consistent left-sided centre-back, Mee can consider himself a tad unfortunate not to have won an England cap whilst current and former teammates Michael Keane and James Tarkowski both have. Mee made 32 league appearances during the 2014-15 season, and he has played more than 300 games for Burnley now in total. Michael Duff, Cheltenham manager. Few players enjoy legendary status at one club, never mind 2, but Michael Duff is lauded as an all-time great at both Cheltenham Town and Burnley. Those are the only 2 clubs the Northern Irishman ever played for, and he played 337 games for Cheltenham and 383 games for Burnley. Primarily a centre-back, Duff's 21 appearances as a makeshift left-back during the 2014-15 campaign make him Burnley's most regular fixture there. That was his penultimate season as a professional, and Duff retired in 2016 to focus on coaching. Following 2 years coaching Burnley's academy, he took over as Cheltenham Town boss in 2018. David Jones, Oldham Athletic. A product of the Manchester United academy, David Jones made just 2 appearances as a youngster at Old Trafford, but has since played Premier League football for the likes of Derby, Wolves, Wigan and Burnley. The former England under-21 midfielder started in 36 of Burnley's 38 Premier League games and departed after helping the Clarets return to the top flight the following season. Jones left for Sheffield Wednesday, where he spent 3 seasons before joining current club Oldham Athletic in League Two. Dean Marney, Fleetwood Town. A midfielder I used to watch regularly during his time at Hull City, Dean Marney has spent the vast majority of his career with Hull and Burnley. Following 4 years with the Tigers, Marney joined Burnley in 2010 and he would be a regular fixture for the next 4 seasons. The former Tottenham prospect made only 20 Premier League appearances during the 2014-15 campaign, which is just enough to see him make this 11. Marney left Burnley in 2018 to drop down into League One with Fleetwood Town, where he now plays under former Burnley teammate Joey Barton. Scott Arfield, Rangers. Scottish-born Canadian international Scott Arfield spent 5 years playing under Sean Dyche at Burnley, signed from Huddersfield Town in 2013 and released by the club in 2018. During that time, the midfielder scored 22 goals from 193 appearances, and he was pretty much an automatic selection during his first 3 seasons. In the 2014-15 campaign, Arfield played in 37 of Burnley's 38 games and started 36 of them. After his contract ran out at the end of last season, Arfield linked up with Steven Gerrard by signing for Rangers on a free transfer. George Boyd, Peterborough United. Like Dean Marney, George Boyd joined Burnley from Hull City and he went on to spend 3 seasons as a regular at Turf Moor. Those 3 seasons included relegation from the Premier League, promotion back into the Premier League, and finally survival in the Premier League. An honest and industrious footballer who won 2 caps for Scotland, Boyd left Burnley to join Sheffield Wednesday in 2017. Injuries disrupted his time at Hillsborough and Boyd made a return to Peterborough United in the summer, where he has played 15 games so far this season. Ashley Barnes, Burnley. The only other current Burnley player along with Ben Mee in this 11, Ashley Barnes joined Burnley from Brighton & Hove Albion following the club's promotion in 2014. In his debut campaign, Barnes scored 5 goals in 35 Premier League games, but he is aging like a fine wine. The 30-year-old bagged 12 goals in the Premier League last season, and he has already scored 6 in 14 so far this term, putting him level with Raul Jimenez and just 1 goal behind Mohamed Salah in the division scoring charts at the time of this recording. Danny Ings, Southampton. Burnley seem to have a conveyor belt of young centre-forwards for a number of years, from Jay Rodriguez to Andre Gray. Danny Ings was among the most prolific of the lot at times, and he scored 26 goals in all competitions as Burnley won promotion in 2013-14. In the 2014-15 season, which was Ings' first in the Premier League, he scored 11 goals in 35 games. He didn't exactly set the league alight, but it was a very respectable return for a young forward in a relegated side. Unfortunately for Burnley, Ings' contract was up at the end of the season and there was plenty of interest in the Englishman among top-flight clubs. Liverpool signed the striker and a tribunal ordered that they would have to pay Burnley an initial £6.5 million and potentially as much as £8 million, which was a record fee set by a tribunal hearing. An ACL injury ended Ings' Liverpool career before it even really got started, and following 3 seasons at Anfield, he joined Southampton in 2018. Ings bagged 7 in 24 for the Saints last season and has already netted 9 times in just 16 Premier League outings this season, currently enjoying his richest vein of form in the top flight. That's it for the Clarets' most frequent starting 11 during the 2014-15 season, but we will take a quick look at 1 or 2 squad players as well. Michael Keane only made 17 appearances for Burnley in the 14-15 season, meaning he missed out on the 11, but he would go on to become a key man in Lancashire. Keane's impressive performances at Turf Moor saw him make a £30 million move to Everton, and he is a regular inclusion in Gareth Southgate's England squads. Backup centre-forward and fullback Sam Vokes and Stephen Ward are now teammates once again in a struggling Stoke City side. Centre-forward Lucas Djukovic is at Birmingham City, and promising loanee Nathaniel Chalabar now plays for Watford, where injuries have severely disrupted his progress. Last, but not least, manager Sean Dyche is of course still with Burnley, who will most likely be in another relegation scrap this season. That's it for today's video. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Since you've got this far and in exchange for eternal good luck and happiness, why not subscribe and turn on notifications for the ever brilliant HITC Sevens. Also, for mobile users, if you click on your screen now there should be some suggestions of other videos YouTube thinks you might like, and I agree with YouTube. If you're watching on desktop, they should appear of their own accord. Thank you all for watching, give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a brilliant day.